My. It's going to be really difficult to outdo game one in this series. What a game one we had, 7-5. If you didn't watch it, well, the third period, that just tells you everything you need to know. The third period, just watch the third period. You'll see what I'm talking about. If you did watch it, you know exactly what happened and how difficult it's going to be to outdo that performance. We're still on the road. It's the second game of the West Final. A quick check-in on what's going on in the East. The Ottawa Senators took Game 1 in the East Final. There is a possible Season 4 of the GM Mode Stanley Cup Final rematch between yours truly, the Calgary Flames, and the Buffalo Sabres. Right now, Ottawa has the upper hand in that series. All ready to get into one. It is Game 2 from St. Louis West Final. Scott Trade Center. Coming off of one of the most thrilling Game 1s you could have asked for. These goaltenders would like to erase the game from their memory banks, more than likely. And Carl Boynton comes away with still a .921 save percentage. That's how good he's been in this playoffs, is that you know all the goals that he gave up on the shots that he faced. His save percentage was in the 800s coming out of Game 1, and he still has like a, what did I see, a .921, a little bit errant pass for Toulouse, and it'll be dumped into Boynton, covered there. An early face-off coming in the blue zone as things get a little chippy inside the Blues defensive zone to open this. These two teams are going to learn not to appreciate, they already don't appreciate each other too much. Western Conference Final, Western Conference foes, trip to the Stanley Cup Final on the line here. St. Louis already trailing in the series. They're going to want to get a game on a home ice. Blake Wheeler, Ty Ratty trying to force the issue for St. Louis early in the game. That'll be a stop, an exchange with Brouwer, but the pass off the mark, rimmed around behind the net of Boynton by the Blues defensemen. Shattenkirk and Pietrangelo exchanging passes between each other here. Ratty on the zone entry. Shoot, slap shot into Mrazek, handled by Peckham. Off of that rebound, Toulouse got to protect himself and the puck. He does shield it away. Breakout windmill move from Riley Smith, not quite successful. Riley Smith coming off of that 3-goal performance in Game 1. A hat trick to lead the way for Calgary. Yes, Pominville stepped into. So was, I believe, Theo Peckham after the fact. Seguin just going to wrap the puck behind the Blues net, get it deeper into the zone. Toulouse a stick lift over for Seguin. Wrapped up there with Seguin. Luff chips it further back down low. Toulouse, a shake move to the outside. Now it bumped back down low for Toulouse. Up top, Luff over the net. But I like the creativity, just working the puck around in the blue zone. The stick laying on the ice plays a factor. Cole wants to go after Seguin. Seguin does not want to oblige. Very intelligently so. Penalty called on the play. I think we've got roughing minors to both players. Yes, Seguin and Cole are going to go to the box. The referee just pointing and saying, hey, no games. You're both going. Go sit in the penalty box, both of you. 4-on-4. Not fair to Seguin, in my opinion, because Cole started it a little early on the draw with Eller. Things are not going to fly off the handle just yet in the eyes of the referee. Oh, that's a bad pass. They could have. I could have obliged with Tyler Seguin, but it's a little early. I didn't see anything wrong with what Seguin did. Rodula, a toe drag, dangle move to get to the inside. Defended well by St. Louis. The Blues players are away. A cutback move at center ice, I believe, from Berglund. Further chipped in by St. Louis. Seeloff from behind the net. A wide open, not so wide open anymore. Backus brings it in on the turnover, but he is offside. We mentioned Riley Smith, the 3-goal performance in Game 1. 3 of those 12 goals through 14 games all in the first game of this West Final Series. In the previous episode, you can see all 3 of those miraculous goals for yourself. I do invite you, had you missed it, to watch at least the 3rd period of that game. That was a crazy 3rd period, one of the craziest games in general that I've ever recorded. Laxo, a couple of plays there to shake off the pressure. Ekblad flings it wide. Stahlberg just chips it back toward the net of Boynton, covered there in the blue paint by Boynton. I'm frantically checking my computer just to make sure that it doesn't freeze up on me, as it has done several times throughout this playoff run. Sometimes it's been difficult to record episodes, and it's just due to the computer causing me problems that stress me out. It stresses me out to start a recording session and knowing that I'm putting in the effort to record something and the gameplay doesn't record despite my best efforts. So I want to try to get a good recording and an episode done. I desperately need to. Cogliano on the inside. We're going to just forget all about that topic of discussion for right now. Focus on the gameplay and the game that is at hand for us. With Ryan Klo dishing off in the wing. Tarasenko just inside the blue line. That slap shot handled well by Mrazek. Stahlberg peeking for Peverly at center. A dump in by Peverly. If we can't get possession in the zone, it's best to just dump it in. Just get it the full length of the ice. Someone's got to support down low, or not. We can just bank it back to Ollie at the point. Seeloff wrists her through. Traffic in front, looking for the deflection. The rebound came out. It was sprung free, but carried away by St. Louis as they bring it in on the zone entry. Defended well by Keith Ollie here. He's just going to rim it. No one was up there at the point, but it does get out of the zone. The important thing there by Ollie is the puck gets out behind the blue line. Dump in. Puck physics weird here. A perfect little play there from Ollie. This can be dumped in by Seeloff on the slap shot. The hard rim around behind the net. Setting up backdoor. I don't know who this is, but they went behind the net now. Chop behind the net for Granlund. It was Granlund that was on the back door earlier in this shift. We just didn't see that play quick enough. No one is establishing the offensive side of the game yet. The Blues keep chipping the puck back in. This time Backus on the forecheck. Successful before he's defended by Ekblad. At the point, a shot. Blocker to side by Mrazek. Poked free to Backus. Another shot. Ekblad send it up to Riley Smith. Riley Smith with a full burst of speed here. A move at the dot. Riley Smith, you got the hot stick. Shoots low, saved by Boynton. Laxo on a pinch, going in after that puck. He forces Backus. And the issue is contained well by Calgary. Out of the zone goes St. Louis. Dumped in again behind the Flames net. Talusti looking. Talusti, a toe drag dangle. Perfect move coming out of the zone. A little risky. Inside the blue line. Pulls back, sends it further in. Riley Smith is on to retrieval. Up to Sagan. I'm not sure a shot got on net there or not. St. Louis carries away again. Looking at another potential Blues dump in. It is forced back in by Edmondson. The retrieval wrapped to the far corner for Cogliano. A move coming out of the zone. Saw that perfectly. Rich Peverly, spinorama, lost it off his stick blade. Recollects, shoots. Saved by Boynton. Carried away by Tarasenko and St. Louis on the charge in transition into the corner. Defended by Ekblad. Another poke check by Ekblad. Petrangelo puts one on the blocker. Tarasenko bothered by Rich Peverly. Cogliano from the red line dumps it in. It goes directly behind Boynton and the Blues net. Shattenkirk the retrieval out to Shala on the corner. Shala gives it back for Shattenkirk. An awkward exchange between Blues players. Picked up by Luff on the turnover. Luff headman, hard saucer pass in the neutral zone. Brought in by Eller. Eller pulls back to the point to Luff. Walking middle. Luff winds up. Broken twig for Luff. Ekblad covering for his defense partner. In on the entry. St. Louis. Well played by Aaron Ekblad with the stick. Troy Brouwer. A move just inside the red line. Sent further in. No communication with Stahlberg here. Stahlberg takes a run at Cole. He nudged Cole just enough. No penalty. It was a nice, easy love tap on Cole. That's not quite the love tap from Ollie. Nice hit there. Talusti on the retrieval up the center. Deflected away from Tyler Sagan. Like to see the Calgary Flames find some offensive mojo. Neither team establishing any offensive flair right now in this game. We haven't seen anything, especially from the Calgary Flames. Lots of dump and chase. Cross-cornered here. Talusti on the retrieval. He pushes the forecheck in. Gets the puck back. A sprawling play by Boynton, spread eagle style. Keeps a potential chance for Talusti out. Ollie, rimmed around for Seeloff. Put him in a dangerous position on that. This is Kostitsyn from the middle, exchanging with Hanowski. Hanowski didn't go at all where I believed he would go. The puck is played back to the point. Peckham. Tolaxo settles it, shoots, save, rebound, covered by Boynton. He did get on the rebound after all. Lots of action, very few whistles. I'm not doing anything wrong, Edmondson. You can leave Hanowski alone. Everything is from the points right now. If you're Calgary, everything is getting done from the point. But you see the nice big booty action from Seeloff on Pominville in the zone entry. Pominville, a player that you're going to want to have your eyes on if you're Calgary. Pay close attention to that man. Rich Peverly's 90. Again, I harp on Rich Peverly's 90 overall face-off rating not really coming into play like I was hoping it would. Tony Rodula, windmill to the outside. Another play rimmed around behind the net. We're trying to get that set up. Peverly on the backhand. It is forced back through the crease. Rodula to the point. Ekblad handles it from there. Luff with a quick shot. Decision to shoot quickly. Got a deflection. It is covered by Boynton, but a penalty coming up against St. Louis. Interference is the call. Against Klo, I'm sure. Yes, Ryan Klo wearing number 13. Not so lucky on this play, was he? That's the presence of the blue line shot, creating all the chaos in front of the net. We have the early possession to begin the power play. We need to actually work this power play like a real power play. So I see it. Laxo, why? I have to ask you why. Why did we not connect on that? Rodula baits the Blues player in on that play. So we'll work it from the half wall. Rodula's going to be hounded here a bit. Cross the seam. Intercepted by Kubalik. So a smart play by Kubalik, knocks it down and gets the instant clear down the full length of the rink. All of our teammates are nowhere to be found on this breakout play. So Laxo decides he's going to take it himself and try to do a little move around. A penalty is coming up. It's an injury. This could be a major. This is serious. Toulouse, he did not hold up on the forecheck. There is a significant injury going on behind Boynton. Kubalik? Toulouse's gone. It's a 5-minute major. Toulouse is gone. Oops. Well, that is a negatory from Yuri Toulouse. Number 19 thrown out of the game for that. Just a shot at the horn from Riley Smith. The Flames are going to be in a big way to open period number 2. Suspension looming for number 19, Yuri Toulouse. Are we going to have to sit Yuri Toulouse out of the lineup for a fake suspension? You know, I realize I could do that for my team. I don't think I could sit out a player for the opposing team. If I could, I would actually kind of mimic suspensions. What a weird one-timer there and a penalty. Uh-oh. Riley Smith, I think, is going to get the gate for a slash here. That's going to put us down. Or there's 4 minutes on the board. Is this a double minor for a high stick? What happened? That's a high stick. Are they going to call a double minor? Double minor for high sticking to Riley Smith as well. Okay, I see how this is going to go. Well, this is a double negatory for Calgary. Not only is it a 5-minute major, now it's a double minor to Riley Smith. Rich Peverly, I need you to get me... No! No! No way! Rich Peverly, short-handed! The move. Where did those hands come from? Whose hands did you just borrow, Rich Peverly? What a deke. What a move. He went 5-hole. Stand-up style, Boynton. It's old school. It doesn't work anymore. I am blown away that we scored a goal with that. It wasn't the cleanest of dangles, but he dangled 2 defenders to get that goal. Rich Peverly, all-time unit for the Calgary Flames right now. Out of the box comes Klo. That's big because now it is a 5-on-3 for a very extended period of time. This series could be cooking. Not so much for Calgary, but just in general, this could be a series that cooks right here because we could see a lot of goals. An ass block from Sagan. Merciless scenes at the Scott Trade Center. Sagan, you got to get back. This is a 5-on-3. We can't be too carried away with our forecheck. Blake Wheeler stood up by Ekblad. That's got to be sent down. He's so slow. We got to send it down. Big PK moment right now in Game 2. Simon Luff, you want to actually play D. You want to be in position here. That's a goal, yes. Pominville scores in the first half of the double minors, so it remains a 5-on-3 for 2 more minutes. Going to be ruining those penalties for a long time in this game if the Blues go up on this power play. If we give up just one, I would be thrilled just giving up the one. I'd be thrilled with that outcome. If you told me right now, we've got one shorthanded, so we're kind of even. We're even on this PK right now, to be honest with you. We're totally even. And if you tell me that we just give up one on this penalty kill, 1 goal, I would take that happily. I'll shake your hand on that one. I've gone silent mode. I got to really focus. That's a dangerous play. But, you know, Rich Peverly, with all the handles that he has, oh, my God. He indeed does have the handles. Jeez, dude. Where did Rich Peverly get his hands from? Who's he been working with, man? Uh-oh. We've left out front. We've left it totally vacated. But that's fine. We got little dangler here, Rich Peverly. Oh, he is? He's a little dangler. Rich Peverly. Keep going, bud. Keep going. He might get another one shorthanded right here. This is Ekblad's. Yeah, it's Ekblad's hit. I'm blown away by what I'm seeing from number 49. David Backes didn't even know what hit him. Clearly, his eye has healed. Because remember, he had that red eye in the last game. Or did he not? Am I getting him confused with someone else? I might be getting David Backes confused with somebody else. I have no idea. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mrazek cover, yeah. We'll take the... Every time we can take a face-off, we're going to take it. We're going to take the face-off. I just skipped some stats that popped up for a Blues player. I don't care right now. Sagan wins it. There, take it, Sagan. It's behind you. Now you can become a little dangler. Sagan goes between the legs on Pietrangelo. We're killing time the whole time we're doing this, but now we got Sagan who's not up on the play. I need Mrazek to hold his ground here. Stand your ground, Mrazek. Stand your ground. Get in front of the... That's a goal. Kubalik scores, I think, on our backdoor redirect. The Blues have 2 on the man advantage. But honestly, considering what we've been going through on this, I'll take giving up 2 goals as well. We knew this was going to be a very difficult PK to go through without getting obliterated a bit. I mean, we haven't even been obliterated. Just 2 goals on what was a double minor, 5-on-3. And it's still a 5-minute major, so the 5-minute major penalty is not entirely killed off yet. I want to go for a little bit of offense here, if we can get one back here. Oh, shoot, Luff. Yep, that's why we can't. This is why we can't. We cannot walk the line and make mistakes like that. Cover it, Mrazek. I'm so sorry. I know that this whole PK has been a minefield. Uh-oh. Oh, Aaron Ekblad he has rustled the bear here. He has rustled the bear. And David Backes, what a move by Ekblad to dodge that punch. Ekblad a couple of overhand tries. Ekblad, get to Backes. Knock Backes, the KO! Yeah! What's good, buddy? Backes doesn't even know what hit him. This time he really doesn't know what hit him. Welcome to Aaron Ekblad's world, son. You've been rocked. It was just 1 slash, and that was all David Backes needed. That was all David Backes needed. That's going to get the guys fired up. After giving up the PK, the goals given up on the PK, and now David Backes' eye is not looking so pretty, is it? What a throwdown. This Western Conference Final is going to be a showdown for the ages. This could legitimately be a series for the ages between these 2 teams. Blue versus red. Blake Wheeler just shook off that body contact. We're back to even strength, but we are without Jiri Tolusti. But we have Riley Smith. Okay, Riley Smith so close to getting his 4th goal of the series already. It is just game number 2. So weird shooting on a goaltender that catches with the right hand. But look at the patience from Riley Smith to shoot that in the slot. Try to get it back against the grain again. Shoot it back against that grain. Boynton's glove hand's going to be a trouble for us. Notice that the Riley Smith, he scored those backdoor goals. That was our blocker side on Boynton. A move by Oshie, a big rebound. given up by Peter Mrazek. Watch that net front. Dumped in by the Blues. This game has already taken a lot out of me, and we've played just half the game. Oh, Seeloff, dumbest turnover ever. Dangling coming out of the zone. Headman to Stahlberg. Stahlberg's just going to chip this further in. Gets it right back, floats it through the crease. Edmondson is on a collision course with Stahlberg, but Stahlberg could not get the puck back. Frolik wide with the puck. Mrazek will play it to Luff. Maybe Luff was not ready. Not the smartest of plays there, was it? Blocked down by Luff. Poked away from Granlund. He's going to go hustle after this. Pushes the issue against Pietrangelo. Cut back against Pietrangelo. Still staying with it. Great play by Granlund. Way to stay with that. D to D. Peckham floats one into the crease. Covered by Boynton. This game, you can't relax in this game. I cannot relax. The computer, the gameplay, the Blues, the penalty kill. Everything is happening. Rich Peverly, the Dangler man. Dangler man of the hour. Uh-oh. I want to get the puck in the corner. That's what I want to do. I just want to get it in the corner. There we go. Roll-out play time. Rogula dangles away. Rogula wrap around. Peckham back on. Low to the ice. It's going to leave a rebound there. If we can get shots low to the ice, it's going to leave a rebound. Peverly is on it on the poke check, on the forecheck. Now you got a back check. That's how you receive the paycheck. Oh, receiving the big paycheck for those body collisions. Nice hit inside the blue line. It's perfectly rimmed up for Riley Smith. We're going to cut across the middle. Smith, the gift to Peverly. The shot into the glove. Boynton covers it there. Boynton's going to do everything he can to melt down play. The rush looked great there. I like the rush play. I think Riley Smith is getting double shifted. He is. He was on that line with Kostitsin and Peverly. Maybe that was a partial line change because Peverly's a fourth line center. So Kostitsin's playing somewhere in the top six, I think on the second line. I think Riley Smith might be getting double shifted in this game. And I mean, why not? The way he's been playing. Trying to set it up, but the point is open, so the one-timer will be taken. Rebound, Eller. Stahlberg puts it on. How does Stahlberg not score? He basically passed it into the pad of Boynton. I'm skating away from your crease, buddy. Oh, you can see things are getting a little antsy out there between the Blues and the Flames. A lot of after the whistle shoving going on. We've had a fight now because of this man, Aaron Ekblad. He irritated David Backus. Rebound, goal, who else? Riley Smith on the doorstep, able to put home the garbage. That's why you go stand there. Aaron Ekblad puts one low to the ice. Smith has his 13th of the postseason. This dude is on a Conn Smythe trophy level run right now. This has been an incredible Western Conference final for Riley Smith. My big my big offseason trade acquisition. He was not a trade deadline acquisition. Traded before the season even started with Dallas. We acquired him in exchange for Sven Baertschi, essentially. It wasn't a true one-for-one trade, but in all honesty, it might as well have been a one-for-one trade. Not a smart play there. Thank you, Mrazek. He was tall to the task. Up to Sagan at center. Given off for Riley Smith, the goal scorer. Riley Smith pulls up. Stick lift, shake move by Kostitsin. Shoots into Boynton. Rebound. Whacking away at it is Tyler Sagan. He's looking to get involved with a goal of his own in this West Final. The Blues don't like what we're doing. They really don't. They're being pushed to their absolute limit. That face when I skipped that screen. Rolling out with Ollie, just going to chip it to the corner. I want to get it to the corner, but the defense is so quick to get on top of you as soon as you have that puck off of that face-off. Yes, you see what the forecheck's doing? This is what the forecheck needs to be doing the whole series, the whole game. Stahlberg, Brouwer, punch to the corner. Blues are just they're under hellfire right now, trying to get out of the zone. They keep wrapping it behind the net. We are on top of this penalty coming up. Fight coming up. Stahlberg's going to go with Pietrangelo. Oh, the Blues are not happy. They're not happy with us. I can't fight with the AI on this difficulty. I just can't do it. Yeah, clearly Stahlberg is not a fighter. And I don't think he wanted to go in that exchange. Fair enough. Both teams have won a fight against each other in this game tonight. I did not have a chance to reject the fight. I don't think Stahlberg would typically want to go, but fair enough. Fair is fair. It's a penalty. It was a penalty. They call it a penalty on the ice. You're going to go on the power play? That's clearly not enough for Pietrangelo. Technically 2 for 4, but I mean, you had a 5-minute major. You've had all the penalties called in this game. Tyler Seguin is going to go with Cogliano on this rush play. Stick lift, Cogliano shakes off the pressure there from the defense. Really trying to get something going shorthanded because, I mean, we've been able to take advantage of St. Louis's aggressiveness. I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to step away from that after the whistle. I don't need to get any more antics going here. We've had a couple of fights already. I don't need to start anything further with St. Louis beyond what we've experienced so far in this game. Rich Paverly, the dangler man, extreme. He couldn't hold on to it that time. I was a little optimistic with that play. I really wanted another Paverly dangle goal. They know that hip check's coming. Pominville shakes this one off, but he doesn't shake that off. Well, he shook that off pretty well. He got right back up after that play. Hammered down the rink. Wide of Boynton. He's going to leave it there because if he plays that is a penalty. Icing. Icing indeed. If we get the touch, we will send that back down there. Let's do this face-off in the attacking zone for the Calgary Flames, the defensive zone for the Blues. Tyler Seguin to win a potential offensive zone face-off for Calgary. It would be huge because we can just quickly get it back on the net, but we didn't win. With 20 seconds to go, Blues will have time, plenty to get in the zone. They have, but not free from Kubalik. This is Luff chasing it down. I would back out of that play, let Cole have the space. Seguin, just an errant pass there by Seguin. Knocked down again by Seguin, but forward for Kubalik, blockered away by Mrazek. Into the corner we go against Pominville, not the first time in this series. Brouwer, patience extreme to find Tyler Seguin. The move, skate to stick. He knocked it away. Why? Seguin knocked the puck away from himself. Back to the point. Now back down low for Seguin. Trying to orchestrate on that half wall. The Blues give us absolutely nothing. Perfectly stick lifted from Wheeler. He prevails. Shattenkirk shot through, deflected over the net, off the glass behind Mrazek. That's a weak goal. Kubalik has his second of the game. Weak goal from Mrazek. It's short side, and it definitely hit the pad. I could hear that hit the pad. Not sure. Did this go 5-hole? Yes, it did. One more look at it from the near side corner. Yep, 5-hole. I've said this in playoffs past. Peter Mrazek is prone to some softies. He gives up some really bad goals from time to time. And he's given up yet another one. He's played strong for us and played strong behind this team that has taken a lot of penalties tonight. But you just can't let that one go in. There's no justifying that going in if you're any goaltender at this level. You just cannot defend a goal like that going in. You can't make an excuse for that. We had a chance to answer right back, by the way, with Riley Smith. I don't know if this is Smith's miss. They're not showing us a replay. I take that back. Face off to the corner. One to the near side corner by St. Louis. Frolik paces himself back for the breakout play to Tarasenko, bringing it in on that right wing and dumping it further back in for Peckham to retrieve. Kostitz and Patience looking for Hanalski coming out on the breakout. We have a little bit of an exchange. Hanalski give back for Granlund. Deflected back by St. Louis. Their D playing really strong with these backdoor passes. Nothing is really getting through. Laxo from an angle. Shoots one on. It left a rebound. Careened off the pad from Granlund on the shot. Pointed with a big save. He makes another big save. Granlund is sweeping at it, but couldn't connect on the puck, and it is carried away by St. Louis. Dumped in again. Ollie to retrieve. Opposite side corner. Behind the net. Banked back for Laxo. Wide open is Brouwer in neutral ice. Brouwer, he's a one-man show right now. Has no teammates yet. Peels back from the body contact. Sent for Eller. Behind the net, Eller's going to go on a give-and-go attempt at a play. A penalty called by the officials against St. Louis. It's going to be interference. Calgary has been on the power play one time tonight. Didn't succeed on it. You could see the opportunity for a give-and-go play from Lars Eller back to, I think it was Seguin. No way we pulled the goaltender here. It's too much time left on the clock to pull the goaltender. But we'll take, wait, shoot it. Yeah, we'll just take that and go into the intermission. Peverly had a chance from the corner, from the Rockstar zone. We need a goal. Plain and simple, we just need one goal right now. We have a power play opportunity. We could get the early first goal in the third period. The last time we played a third period at the Scott Trade Center, it was a wet and wild one. Will we see one more crazy third period? Does Riley Smith have any more semantics for the Calgary Flames here against the St. Louis Blues? We got a power play. Let's make the most of this. Ekblad is waiting. No one's really getting open. Ekblad from the corner. Give back for Granlund. Oh, Riley Smith, he was wide open on the back door. That's exactly the setup. Ekblad shoots into the pad. Cleared by Pietrangelo. Will this get out? It will be helped out by Backes. Ekblad taking a quick run at Backes. Those two fought earlier in the game here. Waiting in the neutral ice is Smith. Riley Smith. And he's going to go offside. We will wait with that there. I cannot believe we went offside on that play. You have the hottest stick in the series, in the league. But you're going to go offside on that. I'm just speechless. I'm speechless right now. I can't even say speechless. Cleared by Jordan. Mrazek can't even play it behind the net. So pretty useless for you to come out behind the net if you're not going to play the puck there. Rodula windmill to the outside just to get some space here. Waiting. Back to the point. Laxo's open. At the Stanley Cup playoffs logo, Laxo blocked aside. Bluff. In front for Kostitsyn. Rodula trying to pick glove side. Kept in. Flames have possession still. Shot deflected to the corner. The glass by Boynton. Eller pulls up, shoots. A stick checked by Boynton. Keeps the puck out. Berglund is harassed. Laxo couldn't keep the puck in. The Blues go all the way down the ice to get the clear. The end of the power play for Calgary. Headman for Eller. Eller is in. Eller walking down the middle. Shoots a save rejected by Boynton. Rodula out of the corner. Now coming out behind the net. Rodula trying to go back to the corner. Interrupted by Pietrangelo on that play. Well played by the D of St. Louis. Pominville again expecting another hip check off the zone entry. Rodula stays with this, flips it out. Off the glass, it goes to center. Collected by Brouwer. Off the pass from Lars Eller. Back to the point to Laxo. Laxo is going to be pressured here big time. A penalty drawn. A penalty given to the St. Louis Blues. The rare penalty against St. Louis. I think third power play of the game for Calgary. Going into this next power play. Pietrangelo just used too much ass on that. Interference. Yes, third time on the power play. 2 shots so far on 2 prior attempts, no goals. But I gotta say this: you gotta like the patience you've seen from the Flames power play. But at a certain point, it needs to become more desperate. Sagan stopping up. He's drawn the attention of Backes. Hanowski will help out Sagan. Back to Sagan. I don't know who that was. That was not who that was intended for. Hanowski shoots. Blocker to side. Got to get a shot in there at some point. Help him out, Riley Smith, but the Blues clear. Clearly trying to set up Riley Smith just because we know how good. There he is. And we're catching the Blues changing. We know how good Riley Smith is. Move to the inside by Smith. Smith the give. Back for Ekblad. The Blues are all over Smith. They know that he's the guy that we want to get the puck to. Hanowski picking it up. Pick it up. Send in front or across the rink. It's going to deflect away from Aaron Ekblad. Ekblad just shoots. Boynton covers. Finally a shot on goal. Not a lot going on the power play. Might need to go radio silence here to focus on this power play. This power play needs to execute this time. I think the umbrella is fine. It is, to me, it's the perfect setup for this Flames team against this Blues penalty kill. There's definitely some goals in here on this power play, but at some point you got to say, oh, Rodula almost had a chance. At a certain point, you got to say we've been probably too patient with our power play. It will not score again. Third time is not the charm for the Calgary Flames. On this man advantage, Brouwer, a nice move coming through the center zone. Rodula shooting, bar down, what a goal. That'll tie you. That might be posting in. I'm not sure if this is bar down or posting in, but either way, Rodula has tied the game right after the power play. The give off from Eller, the shot, great patience. He's going to windmill that fist. He's pumped up about this one. Definitely bar down and top titties. right where the kids cannot reach those ones. We once again have a level game in the third period. Riley Smith could not hold on to that puck. Seguin a little too unselfish, not taking the shot there with a chance to get the lead. We saw the chaos factory that was game number 1. We could see another wild third period between these two teams. Kostitsyn in front. I didn't even know where the puck was. I think it went back to one of the defensemen who shot that. Or maybe it was Seguin that shot that. I don't know who shot the puck. I think it was a right-handed shot. If so, that would definitely be Tyler Seguin. Look at a blatant giveaway to Blake Wheeler, getting away with that play. Hard pass finds Kostitsyn. Kostitsyn spin around move. And look at him going in on the physical play. He shakes off a check. Backdoor for Paverly. He put it on. Saved by Boynton. Blues trying to cautiously escape the zone. They cannot. Ekblad giving it away to Kubalik. Not a smart pass. Just forced that pass. Had a winger wide open on the wing. A winger wide open on the wing. Imagine that. This game has become too much for me to think through the commentary. A big, huge deflection coming through. They're just trying to sneak it short side. They know Peter Mrazek's weaknesses, his contingency to give up soft goals. Rich Peverly, the dangler. He's drawn a penalty. All right. They know Rich Peverly's powers are too much, so they trip him up. Huge. I know we haven't scored on the power play. This could be the one, though. This could be the magical power play that we needed all night long. Gonna stick with that umbrella setup. It is just dying to get a goal. I am bleeding for a goal from the power play. Should we just hammer bombs on the power play? Seguin, that's gonna bounce out. You gotta get a shot away there if you're Seguin. You have to. Give away to Oshie. And he can clear it down the rink, the full length of the ice. Bank pass for Seguin. Looking on the drop for Granlund. Granlund is absolutely KO'd. Coming through the middle of the rink. Granlund, I thought that was going in. I thought that was going in. He did a dangle that almost slipped 5-hole. That big body check. Granlund received the big body check. He's holding his head. That's not good news. That's my second line center. I need him to stay healthy and stay in this game. We got a different unit on the ice here. Hanowski, just protect the puck. Just protect the puck. Big power play right here. Woo! Rajala, go. Okay, we're going to keep it in. We're going to keep it in here with Ekblad. No one was even down there. I don't know why we passed it there. This is not the power play that is going to bail out the Calgary Flames in this game. Not right now. I don't see it happening. Rajala has the most recent goal in the game. A slippery move. But no one's going to the net. That's the problem. No one going to the net. Ekblad, we couldn't get the puck to him. 19 seconds to go in the power play. It's not happening here. It's not happening. And Russ Rajala. Give for Kostitsyn. Cleared by Shattenkirk. The full length of the ice. That's it. We need a wholesale change. I'm going to go first line. I'm standing behind the net. I want to change my defense as well. Off goes Hanowski. He was my D partner for the time being there because of the power play change. Seguin keeps skating. There it is. Seguin. Saved by Boynton. Petrangelo comes away with his puck. My brain is now just completely melted mush. That's a penalty. A hook. You just know this will be the one that St. Louis scores on. You just know they're going to score on this. No. And it's Riley Smith. 0-0 if St. Louis scores on this. They've had an extended opportunity on the power play throughout this entire game. They've had too many power play opportunities, but Rich Peverly is too powerful. Oh my goodness, he really almost is. Every time up the ice. Back at center, Stahlberg, spinorama move, given for Peverly. Peverly robbed! Peverly was in behind the D, robbed by Boynton. Not so fast. Peverly is having a game. Catalyst for the offense tonight. And from a very unsuspecting player Look at the shot totals throughout this game. We have hurled it to the net. Oh! The biggest of deflections. Boynton just had enough reaction time to keep the puck out. Cole, headman for Wheeler. Wheeler sent back in a big way up to Tyler Seguin. Now, can you dangle? Seguin cannot. He can. He prevails. Cogliano gives it for Seguin. Now a reverse back to Cogliano. Seguin passes it to a vacant area on the rink. I don't know what's going on that possession. We had a chance to get a goal, and we did everything except shoot. We passed the puck a million times. That was a sly move by Blake. A sly move by Blake Wheeler. He has a dangle of his own. The Blues take the lead. We've been here before, though. Riley Smith comes out of the box of shame. His penalty proves extremely costly. We got dangled on that. The bottle popped off the back of the net as well, off of Mrazek and in. Just everything about that goal sucked from a Calgary Flames perspective. That goal rocked if you're St. Louis and if you're Blake Wheeler. Okay, well, I got to call on Riley Smith one more time. Don't worry, he's going to get plenty of shifts here at the end of this game. Reset and refocus now. Forget about the goal. Shrug that off. You got to be kidding me. You got to be Costis. You got to have the puck there. Have to have the puck. It is go time right now. Kostitsin windmill. Center. No way. We didn't just. We just had it. We had it. We had it right there. Point blank. Kostitsin flipped on. Boynton might be. He might be shutting the door this time. He's learned the lesson from game one. He might shut the door this time. What we got? Third line. That's fresh. Defensive pair. Third defensive pair. That's fresh. Whoever's fresh, just get on the ice right now. We have plenty of time that we can chew up with other groups of bodies on the ice. I want to wait until my first line is fully prepared. That was a big one that we missed with Rodula. We totally missed that. Could be ruining that opportunity for the rest of the game. The game, however, is not finished yet. It is not done. I have a whole lot to say about that. Cannot complain because we've had power play opportunities. We certainly have had some calls. We might still have one yet. We may have one more power play opportunity in us, depending on how this period plays out. Or we might get one more call against us if we're not careful. We can't even get the puck out of the zone. Goodness gracious, guys. Back to the point. Hurled on, blocked out of play off of Stahlberg. That'll be my fourth line. I need Rich Peverly. I'm going to go second defensive pair. This is deliberate. I'm saving my first line for the crucial moments in this game. It's not... Go. You guys got to have a little more urgency to get the puck than this. Short side bid kept out by Mrazek. How many times have they tried that one? I swear to you, we're doing everything we can except get the puck going into the other zone. Cogliano skating it away. A fake shot. Can't get a shot away. Peverly dogging the Blues defenders. Shattenkirk will have it. The Blues are certainly coming away here out of the zone. Killing time right now. Precious time being lost for Calgary. That'll be dumped in. Nope, just going to carry it right across the blue line. Why? There's no resistance. Finally, there is. That's plenty of resistance from Peckham. Up to Kostitsin. Gets for Seguin. Oh, no way! Seguin ties it! I thought I had passed up an opportunity to shoot, and then I just waited an extra split second before I actually shot it. Seguin has tied the game on this play. The little fake slap shot actually works out. Watch this. Oh, fake slapper. Missed poke check. There's the shot. Opens up a gap that Tyler Seguin could score on, and T-Segs has tied it at 4 with 1:45. There is magic in St. Louis for this Flames team. Never say die. Do we have a quick goal to take the lead late like we saw? No, missed it. Missed the net. Back to the point. Shot by Luff. Wide. Okay, stay in there if you're on offense. Stay in there. Rimmed around. This is Riley Smith. Go time. Riley Smith extreme. He's been taken down behind the play there. Just tried to get to the inside of the ice. Palmenville's so dangerous. He's going to go around no short side, tucking it. I'm telling you, they have a scouting report on Peter Mrazek with this play. Luff flips it off a Blues player, but that is going to be fortuitous for Brouwer. Stahlberg, no! Missed opportunity. Ratty is sprung free on this play. It's a little 2-on-1 caught by Mrazek. That'll be whistled. right there. D-zone face-off, 24.3. Calgary, you can't complain. We've had an opportunity to win this game. Every opportunity in the world to win this game. No complaints. Blocked the wide of Peter. Out from behind the net. Luff with the defense. Couldn't get it off of Shala. Covered by Mrazek. We're going to play this. We got to go. We're going to take our last opportunity on the net. I see it. Back door. The cutback move. To the back door. No, we're going to go to overtime. Don't take a penalty going into OT. Just take overtime. For the first time in the West Final here between St. Louis and Calgary, overtime, which is perhaps what Game 1 should have been. Not over by a long shot. The Flames, I told you we had a lot to say about this game. Not over until we say it's over. I didn't hear no bell, which is appropriate because the Blues goal horn has those bells in it. They ring a bell. Oh my. Well, there it is. That's the game. Peter Mrazek with a softie from Jason Pominville, literally like 10 seconds into overtime. We are even at 1 game apiece. We didn't even. There was no point in even really going to overtime. Just give them the win. Good job, Peter. I told these soft goals, man. How does that go in? How does that even go in? Oh well, we go back to Calgary with a 1-1 series. I'm just glad to have taken Game 1 in the fashion that we did. We've made it 2 very exciting, entertaining games against the Blues on the road. You're always happy to at least take 1 win on the road. So can I really complain going back to home ice? We just have to get the job done on home ice.